What's up, all one of you watching right now? It is 11 o'clock on the West Coast. That means it's 2 a.m. on the East Coast. And I'm chilling over here. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to just go live. I got a couple little lights, new things that I'm hooking up over here that I thought I would kind of just like test out to see how they look and see. Like, I think I need more lighting over here. Let me see this. Boom. That helps a little bit, but I'm trying not to take away too much from what I got going on back there. But what's up, everybody? Pro Retro Hunter in the house. What's cracking, homeboy? Fluffy Gamer likes turtles. The Wicked Network. What's up? Late as F. Yes, it is. It is very late. Not so late for me being here on the West Coast. It's 11, but it's not that bad. Hey, it's Major Reeves. What's cracking? Hamburger time. What's up? Told your friend about Human Centipede. Nice. Hopefully they enjoyed it. It's a tough one to get through, but hopefully they enjoyed it. Where are the beers? No beers. I actually just got back a little while ago. Picked up a couple of new light bulbs, which let me turn this off. So you can see in the background, I got like the like flickering light bulb. I got the new like on-air light thing up there. And I just framed up my Aussie album. I have no idea where I'm going to put it though. So, but maybe I can get a little more light out of this. Let's see if I can switch this one up. But yeah, just now I'm green, now I'm blue. Oh, that's kind of like I got the creepy vibe right there. But no, I'm actually here, that'll help a little bit. Actually just kind of testing out some new lighting and things in the room to see how it looks. I've been kind of like trying to figure out what am I going to do. I've not been thrilled with my background on this side. I mean, I got the cool looking shining pillows over there and the red rum light going on, which you can't see, but that's shining onto that movie palette thing. And then the on-air light over there. So trying to just spiff up the background a little bit. So that's why I just got back from the store a little while ago getting a frame for the Aussie album. And I did go to a Dollar Tree tonight. I wound up picking up a few things. Actually, I went to 2 different Dollar Trees. So tomorrow, I should have done a poll before I did this. But tomorrow, 10 a.m. Well, I mean, for most of you, if you're watching on the East Coast, you will be, it's already today. So at 10 a.m., there'll be a video coming out. So I guess, do you want to see the video from me going to what do you call that? Spirit Halloween. I went to Spirit Halloween and then I went to Hobby Lobby. So that's one video. And I have another video where I went to the 2 different Dollar Trees looking for movies. So which one should I go with? What should we release about 11 hours from now? What do you think? What are your thoughts? What's in the name? What's up? Yeah, OGP After Dark. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going a little crazy, a little low light here, checking it out, hanging out in the middle of the night, being all goofy. The Tuca God, jizz. You just jizz? Did you jizz? You got all excited. OGP's live. Is that what happened over there? They said movie gross, but the first one had a good story. Yes. So the first movie, the first Human Centipede, did have a decent storyline, but it was still kind of gross. The second one was just goofy and gross, but it was still fun. I enjoyed them both. Still have yet to see the third one. So what's a lime green light on your right? So this is my bottle of poison that I got here. Like got the witch's brew going on. Look at that. It's pretty badass, right? That's what that is over there, just chilling. Got the poison blending. We got the little skull flashing over there. All the cool stuff. Indrid digging the ambiance. Very cool. Thank you. Pro Retro Hunter has the booze. Yeah, I should have. Oh, so just poll. Oh, okay. That's what I should have done. I should have had some booze. I'm kind of disappointed because I got 2 of these flickering light bulbs. One of them is working pretty good. You can see in the background. The other one, not so much. Right here, not so much. But it was only $1.98. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But it's definitely not doing anything as it's like right here, and you can't even see it. So that's kind of disappointing. Halo's Finest, what's up? Spirit Video. Okay. So we're doing, so we got to vote for the Spirit Halloween store. But what's in a name has voted for the Dollar Trees. So we're 1-1 right now. Let's see. Are you talking about the new Ozzy album? Yeah, Pro Retro Hunter. So yes, I got the new Ozzy album. I picked that up at the what do you call that there? The San Diego Comic Con. It was the exclusive with the comic book in it. Hang on a second, I'll grab it. Here. Boom, boom, boom. So check this out. So it's the new, I'm going to turn this on so you can see better. It's the new Ozzy album right here. And so I framed it, but then on top, you've got the, get something here where you can actually see it. Anyways, it's that, kind of hard to see it. You're just getting reflection there, but it's got the Comic-Con exclusive comic book that came with it if you bought it there. So the only way to get this was at the convention. And so, to get it with that. So I've got that like framed up together here, posted on it. I posted about it on Instagram a little while ago, but so I got that framed up. I got to find a place to put it. I am out of spots here to put anything. So we got a second vote for the Spirit Video. And so let's see. Cody Reactions. What's up, man? You ready for Halloween Ends? I am so ready for Halloween Ends, Cody. New trailer out. A lot of mixed responses. A lot of people have mixed feelings about the new trailer. I'm kind of just taking it with a grain of salt because I think they're trying to mislead us. They're trying to make us think it's something it's not. And so I'm staying optimistic about that. A lot more optimistic than I was about the Munsters travesty that just came out. And has anybody seen the Munsters? Oh man, yeah. The Munsters movie has just been like, it was terrible. It was pretty much what we expected, just so bad. And the sad thing is, so much of the scenery and the set design looked great. The story was stupid. Sherry Moon Zombie is a horrible Lily. She was supposed to look young, but because of the whole like weighing like 52 pounds, being vegan, and being 52 years old, Sherry looks old. She doesn't look like a young Lily. Whereas Jeffrey Daniel Phillips, he kind of looked like a young Herman. But the problem with Jeffrey Daniel Phillips, he sounded like Jeff Goldblum. He didn't sound like Herman Munster. Herman Munster, you're expecting a deep voice. So, man, what a horrible, horrible movie. Rob Zombie, definitely his worst. That, to me, that movie was even worse than his Halloween 2. New low for zombie movies there, for Rob Zombie movies. Yeah, so this, if you're talking about this still, Wicked Network, I got this thing actually at Walmart, and I've looked, and I don't see them there anymore. But it was, I want to say like $15 or something like that, and it takes like 3 AAA batteries. And they last. I've swapped them out once, but this has been in a bunch of videos now, so it's pretty cool. I'm really digging that. I love that thing with the flowing liquids and stuff. Kind of looks like a crystal ball kind of look. So yeah, but Walmart's where I picked that up. You might, even if they don't have them in store, maybe if you're really interested in something like that, maybe look on Walmart.com. I don't know. He's got the freak lips. He can hit the high C all day. All right. I love his new album. It's better than last. Nice. You know what? And I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. That album right there, I don't know that it's ever going to get a needle put on it. It is staying protected in the case there. But I will stream it and listen to the album here at some point. Oh yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, no, I love the look of that, the way it's framed with the comic book and stuff on there. Haven't even heard of the new Munsters, dude. Don't even waste your time. It's Rob Zombie did it, and it is horrible. I was thinking the same thing. Are we talking about the Munsters? Horrible. Oh, or you might, because you were asking about the new Halloween. Staying optimistic. Wait until it comes out. We'll see what happens, and we'll make our decisions how we feel about it. It won't be better if it was written by someone else. Or we're talking about Hamburger Time. We're talking about the new Halloween. I'm not sure which movie you're talking about there. New Monsters was bad. I didn't want to finish it, but I powered through. Wow, Frank. Yeah, it was tough. I'm with you. I was like 20 minutes in. I was like, screw this movie. What the hell am I wasting my time for? But if you want to give, your opinions or your thoughts on it, you really got to be able to, kind of power through it. Yep, there was tough. How you feeling about the Pats with Mac Jones getting banged up? Halos? Yeah. I'm really actually very disappointed right now because let me get a vibe going back here a little bit better. There we go. Very disappointed because not this weekend against Green Bay, but next weekend when Detroit goes to New England, I'm going to be at the game. And I was very much looking forward to seeing Mac Jones. Might not happen now. Probably won't happen. So very disappointed. And look, the Patriots, they're still in a rebuild mode. I think we all can accept that. They cut this offseason. They cut a lot of veteran players, and they got a lot of young players. They still have an amazing defense that struggled this last week. But who are we kidding? The Ravens are a great team. And if the offense isn't working right and stuff, you're going to have problems. And, but here's the thing too. The score, if you looked at the final score this past weekend, Patriots Ravens, it looked like the Ravens smoked the Patriots. But two very, very, very late touchdowns because of turnovers and stuff are really what skewed that score. So if it wasn't for the last few minutes of that game, it was a real different story. Patriots were in it right to the last few minutes. And so with Mac Jones learning and getting better and getting more comfortable in a pro system, I was excited about the future, and looks like that's going to be on hold for a little while, unfortunately. Fluffy, there's all turtles videos on Pornhub. Oh yeah, Fluffy can get that turtle porn. Lava lamp. Yeah, lava lamp would be cool. And man, I saw some really cool stuff. Speaking of lava lamps, I think I saw some there at the Spirit Halloween. Oh man, I could have spent $1 million at Spirit Halloween earlier today. Have you seen they have this statue? It's probably about this tall, and it's Michael Myers, and he's holding like a pumpkin, like a jack-o'-lantern. In his other hand, he's got the bloody knife. It is the badass. It is like the coolest statue, and it's like a ceramic kind of thing or something. It was like $44, but I'm like, where am I going to put that? There's nowhere back here that I could put that you all could see it. I could put it over there somewhere, but for just $45, for just me to be able to appreciate that, I was like, maybe, but they still had a few of them. So if I change my mind, I can go back and get that. But I'm always looking for like different little things to add to the background here. You buying anything in Scream Factory's Shocktober sale? I have not, and I'll be completely honest with this, just because, so the day that I got back from Dallas, which has been like 19 days ago, I got incredibly sick, and I've been struggling to just keep content coming and edit videos and put stuff out. I haven't done much in the way of being out and about. Haven't, aside from the regular lives until tonight, haven't really done much in the way of live streams. I just haven't done much, and that includes diving into any of the sales or even looking at what Vinegar's got coming up or any of these other sales. So, and I'm behind with Visual Vengeance. There's a couple new good looking Visual Vengeance. They look fun. They look fun. They're not the greatest ever, but they look fun. But Scream Factory, I'm hearing things again about people getting more items that have like the grease on them and stuff. So I'm a little concerned. The Scream / Shout Factories, they got to get it together there. But no, I haven't done anything yet. I haven't purchased any movies in a while. I did get off a auction a few days ago, I got a Funko Pop autographed by, son of a gun, what's his name? From The Office there. Man, I can't, Dwight Schrute. What's his name? The dude that plays Dwight Schrute, who was also in House of a Thousand Corpses. Why am I drawing a blank on his? Rainn Wilson. I don't know why I was drawing a blank on his name, but I won a Rainn Wilson Funko Pop and autograph auction the other day, and that I put up on the wall here. It'll be sometime in the future. You'll see it in like a collection video, but I put that up as a video that is only for members of the channel right now. Got to see that yesterday. Look at this. One's Custom Figures. What up, One's Custom Figures? I'm doing well. Thank you very much. I'm doing a whole heck of a lot better with your support to the channel. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Look at that. Look at One's Custom Figures just helping me out, like taking care of stuff. And you know what's cool? One's Custom Figures. You know what? The frame that I got for the Ozzy album was $10. It was $20 on sale, half off there at Hobby Lobby for $10. One's Custom Figures just came through, wham, and hooked it up and took care. No, I'm kidding. What I do, all the super chats, all the money that goes into the channel here through your support, through everybody's support, all that money at the when the payouts come from YouTube around like the 20th, 22nd, 21st, somewhere in that range. That money comes through, and I'm like, okay, how am I going to apply this to the channel? What am I going to do? But there's so many things coming up. So every little bit of support is super helpful. This is going to be an exciting few weeks for the channel. And I'm kind of glad that I was sick and I'm over it now. I do have every once in a while, I still get the little bit of cough going on, but I am going to so you look at it. So we have something big planned for this Saturday. Still can't announce it. I should have more news for you on that tomorrow night, but I still can't talk about Saturday yet. After Saturday, on Tuesday, I fly out to Boston. Wednesday, I'm going to be at the Red Sox last game of the season. Thursday, I'm going to be at Haunted Overload, like one of the most amazing haunted houses in the country. That'll be on Thursday. Then on Friday, I'm going to be at the JFK Library. Saturday, we're going to be at Salem. There's like a street fair in Salem Common, all like witchcraft and all that type of stuff. Going to go to the witch house and maybe like this gigantic jack-o'-lantern labyrinth kind of thing. So we got a lot of stuff planned on Saturday. Sunday, I'll be at the Patriots game. Monday, I'm not sure. We'll still be out there in Boston, New England area. Tuesday, I'll be coming back. But then the following weekend, we've got Son of Monster Palooza. And then, and I'm not sure if he'll want me to really announce what's going on. So I'll just kind of give you a little teaser. On Sunday afternoon, Wet Movie One, Master Chaos, and myself are all going to be up to something really fun that you'll be looking for videos for on that. So that's going to be very busy. Then the following weekend after that, we got the John Carpenter signing over at Golden Apple Comics. And then like the following weekend after that, there's a film festival that I'll be going to with Master Chaos. So it's just this whole month, and that's Halloween weekend. This whole month is going to be insane. So much content, so much cool stuff. So any little bit of help to the channel is hugely appreciated. It definitely goes toward, either, paying to get me into these events or gas to get there, things like that. All the money that goes in, super chats and, and any type of PayPal donations and the money that comes from the memberships, the channel memberships, all that stuff is reinvested right into the channel. And you can see it if you watch a channel. I'm always going to different places doing videos, and not only like the places I'm going, but getting this equipment. Like I just bought that gimbal. So as I'm walking around, it's not going to be so bumpy anymore. We're going to have nice, smooth shots in places that I'm allowed to record, stuff like that. But upgrading cameras and equipment, things like that, that I'm doing to really try and step up the channel a little bit more. So One's Custom Figures, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. So nice of you. I really appreciate that. Tater salad. Hey man, who don't like them tater salad? Here for a tub of tater salad wins the auction. The auction, no auction tonight here. No auction tonight, James. But the tater salad, man, can't go wrong with some good old fashioned tater salad. And when that Winnie the Pooh movie comes out. So Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey I think it comes out like December 23rd. We can Google that here real quick. Let's see. Winnie the Pooh Blood. Let's see. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. And I guess we'll just pull up the IMDb page. It should say right there at the top. It says it's in post-production right now. They don't have a date on here, but I had heard December, and I want to say that I heard like December 23rd or something, but it should be coming out in December. It looks kind of nuts. I'm looking forward to checking that out too. Maybe not as much as Halloween Ends and Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2 absolutely looks great. And I'm fingers crossed that it really is, because that trailer for Terrifier 2 looks amazing. And, as much I did not care for the first Terrifier, I'm hoping this like saves that franchise for me. You a Lost Boys fan just got the Best Buy 4K Steelbook. Nice. I am. I love Lost Boys. One of the best vampire movies ever, especially with that cast. And being like an 80s movie and me being like born in the 70s, really growing up. And, when I was a kid, I remember, when Goonies came out and E.T. came out and, so many of these other like movies that were, kind of aimed at younger audiences and stuff. And so, being that so much of that cast we had seen in other movies and stuff, absolutely loved it. But Lost Boys, yeah, no, definitely one of the best vampire movies ever. The stars at night are big and bright. They sure are. Man, that sounds, where's that? What's that from? Cody's reactions. Your birthday is in October. On the 17th, was thinking about watching all 4 Halloween films in this timeline: 78, 18, Halloween Kills, and Ends. Hey, to me, I am hoping that at some point they give us a box set with those 4 movies. Let's just pretend the other movies didn't happen. I mean, we're getting this $122 or $129 box set now, and which, bad news, if you haven't heard, if you ordered them on Walmart for $22, they're canceling those, and you're getting your $22 back. But if you want that box set, you're going to have to spend $130. But I'm hoping that someday we'll get a box set, a 4K set with 78 and then 18 kills and ends. I would love to see that. I would jump all over that. The box set that just came out right now, okay, some fun to be had with those movies, but they're not, that high on my priority list that I want to go drop that kind of coin for those 3 movies. So yeah, you gonna watch Season of the Witch? James says, and Cody, nope, hated part 3. And here's the thing, Cody. Hey, so if I look at Season of the Witch as a Halloween movie, as the 3rd installment in the Halloween franchise, I hate that movie. As a standalone movie, not a bad movie. As part of the Halloween franchise, not a big fan, but it's still a good movie. So if you can get past that, maybe you look at it a little differently. That's what I had to do. Same thing goes for me with Dr. Sleep. I like Dr. Sleep, decent movie, a lot of fun, a lot of action, good movie, pretty intense. But as a follow-up to The Shining, F you, Stephen King. No, that was a horrible follow-up to The Shining. But as a standalone movie, not bad at all. Look at Balzer, late night with the OGP. That is correct. Yep, just hanging out, just talking about whatever. We're just hanging out. No particular subjects that we're really focusing on. We're just talking about whatever. Although, things, that we, I mean, a lot of us have seen the Munsters or tried to watch the Munsters, and it was horrible. So I thought, yeah, we'll mention that. I was hoping that What Movie 1 was going to go live like earlier tonight or something, but he's had a lot going on in his life lately, and so that wasn't able to happen. But he did get that other Dollar Tree video up where he went there, and CD Trader. I'm very jealous. I love that CD Trader that he went to. But yeah, just hanging out, Balzer. Glad you're able to drop in. And James, what was better, Rob Zombie Halloween or Season of the Witch? Ooh, that's tough. That's a tough call, because I do like Rob Zombie's first Halloween. Not the second one so much, but the first one. Those 2 movies. Ooh. For me, I'm going to go with Rob Zombie's Halloween over Season of the Witch. And I know that's blasphemy to a lot of people. I know a lot of people be like, what? OGP, like we're clicking off right now. Goodbye, unsubscribing. But Season of the Witch was good. Good movie, like I said. But looking at it, if I look at it as a separate standalone film, when I look at it as part of the Halloween franchise, like it's hard for me to get behind it in that sense there. Can't wait to see all the Oktoberfest videos coming up. Hey, yeah. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, I'm so disappointed because there's a casino pretty close to me here, and they do a really badass Oktoberfest. But it's going to be taking place while I'm in Boston. So unfortunately, I won't be able to make it there, but should be able to get to some type of Oktoberfest event at some point here, and definitely going to be tossing back some cold ones for October here very, very soon. Pim Nasty. What up, Pim Nasty? How you doing tonight? Brian Sanchez in the house. What's up? Yeah, it is very late night. It is a very late night, and I just like setting up some new things, testing out like a new light over here and stuff. And I got my on-air light up here now, so you know when I'm live. So you gotta be quiet. Can't come in the room, yapping everything. Shh, when the light's on, you gotta respect we're live. Black Adam looks badass. Can't wait for it to come out. Yes, I'm with you. I'm very much looking forward to Black Adam. I'm having a little Marvel fatigue, and hopefully, the Batman was good earlier this year. So hopefully, maybe between the Batman and Black Adam, hopefully we're gonna start like turning the corner with that DC franchise and start going the right direction and everything. Black Adam, it looks really good. I've been very excited about it. And then when The Rock showed up at Comic-Con, all dressed up in the Black Adam outfit, I was like, man, that's cool. That is cool. New Jack City, man, it has been I don't remember the last time I saw New Jack City, Pimp Nasty. Long time ago. But I have seen New Jack City. The first round of 4Ks are on Hamilton Book now for like 22, maybe. The new ones will be there eventually. Are we talking about Mr. Bones? What are we talking about? 4Ks. Are we talking about the Arrow videos? Or which 4Ks are we talking about there? My fault, Mr. Bones. I'm not following. Look, way up, dude. So we got the jokes. We know we're getting the jokes when we see the way up dude is in the house. What does Pinocchio's lover say to him? Lie to me. That's a good one. Way up, dude. I like that. That was hilarious. Shawn, what's up, Shawn? How you doing tonight? If it was a standalone film before Halloween, like Halloween Origins, I think I'd like it. Yeah, to me, just because the Halloween franchise is Michael Myers. You could take Laurie Strode out. Like, hey, we got Halloween Ends right here. We're done with Laurie Strode. We're moving on. Just like Saw, we can take Jigsaw out, and then we can have copycat killers. We could do something because we know Michael Myers is like a supernatural being. We could bring him back later on, kind of like dig him up out of the grave if you want, like we did in Friday the 13th with Jason, however you want. But we can have more Halloween movies and put Michael Myers in them. To have a Halloween movie without Michael Myers is a tough pill for me to swallow. And that's why I just, even not even calling it like a standalone film, or not even calling it like a Origins, but just as a standalone Season of Witch, I'm down with it. But it's just hard for me to, get behind that movie as a Halloween movie. But hey, yeah, everybody, if you would hit the thumbs up, that would be cool. Yeah, thank you very much. I always forget to mention that stuff. It's getting nasty tonight. Nasty time. Shawn says, what's up to Balzer? Hi, hello, OGP. Do you like Hocus Pocus? I'm about to watch Hocus Pocus 2 right now. What? Is Hocus Pocus 2 out yet? That's not out yet, is it? Is Hocus Pocus 2 out already? I thought it was coming out later in the year. But no, I'm looking forward to Hocus Pocus 2. Definitely looking forward to checking that out. I do like Hocus Pocus, and one of the Funko Pops I have over here is a Hocus Pocus autographed gosh, and I forget her name. I got too many autographs. I can't keep track of all of them there. Pro Retro Hunter, excited for Halloween Ends. Kind of hope it's the last, because why bring in new actors for another? No, Pro Retro Hunter, you're right. And but here's the thing with that. If the franchise, if there's money to be made in the franchise, the studios are going to bring it back one way or another. They're going to bring it back. So unfortunately, I think if we're Jamie Lee Curtis is no spring chicken anymore. So if we're removing her from the franchise after this, and they do continue the franchise, then they're going to have to bring in new characters and new actors, and we're rolling the dice. Like so in 2018, everybody hated the daughter, Jamie, Laurie Strode's daughter. They like the granddaughter, but they hated the daughter. And so, that's where you're rolling the dice, whether you're going to like these new characters or not. But who knows? It's not up to us. All they do, they put these movies out and we get to decide if we like them or not. I just, we just have to wait and see what happens. Update on the Vegas trip, or was it moved back due to getting sick a few weeks ago? Yes, because basically since I've been home up until now, I've had this lingering cough. And so I have not been able to, do much of anything. I still haven't even been to the theater to see Barbarian or Pearl. I still haven't seen those just because of the fact that I've been sick. And so, I am so far behind on things, but I'm really hoping that once I get back from Boston, maybe not that first week, but the second week, I'm hoping to be back out in Vegas. Hopefully Cinestalker will be there with me, and we'll be back out in Vegas, and we'll be doing some more ghost hunting. I would like to go up to the Clown Motel and do a live stream ghost hunting from the Clown Motel up there in Tonopah, Nevada. And then also there's another hotel that Ghost Adventurers went to. And here's the thing. I'm very interested, and I'm actually even thinking about starting a series where I go to places that Ghost Adventurers went, just to see, for my own sake, whether we can find anything or feel anything. Because if you ever notice, if you watch Ghost Adventurers, and hey, I enjoy the show, but every single place they go to, they get haunted. And so to me, it's kind of hard to believe. And one thing that I really respect about Grim Life Collective, because I was watching a live stream of theirs, and they were talking about, people were asking them, why don't they do like ghost hunting? And they're like, look, we don't want people to, accuse us of lying or being phony or anything. So we just go to the places, look around and talk about them, and not really do the ghost hunting. And I respect that, because there are some shows like that Ghost Adventure shows, which is a fun show. Zach Bagans is a very entertaining dude. I still want to go to his museum out there in Vegas, but at the same time, every single episode, they always find ghosts. And so it's kind of hard to believe that everywhere they go that they would find something, considering how many hundreds of episodes they've ever had out. So, thinking about, there's another hotel out there, like in kind of like upstate Nevada, that I want to go check out, that they went there as well. So some of those places, one of those, or maybe a couple of them, the middle of October, that should be coming out. And I'm seeing a thanks Balzer. So Balzer, I think, did you do it again, Balzer? Let me see. Look at that. Balzer, you are the man, Balzer. Thank you. Looks like Balzer sent out 5 more gift memberships. So if you want to see the video I put up yesterday where I got that new Funko Pop, if there are any left, maybe click and try and grab one of those memberships. Mr. Bones, if you haven't grabbed it yet, looks like there might be one of those memberships left. I'm not sure. But anyways, that you see that video I put up yesterday talking about that new Funko Pop autograph that I got with good old Dwight Schrute, Mr. Bones, Halloween, Halo's finest. Yeah, man. Thanks, Balzer. Wow. Balzer coming through, man. Balzer, I love you so much. Thank you so much for all the support. You are huge. Fonzo, what's cracking, Fonzo? Thanks, brother. Just hanging out. It's pretty hot today, so I'm not rocking like any of my like my nice button down Halloween shirts that I got. I'm kind of saving those. Those are like my Monday fun day shirts, where we're getting all dressed up for the shows and stuff, or if I'm out anywhere cool, kind of doing that. But it was just kind of an impromptu off the cuff. What the heck? Let's go live. And so here we are, rocking the Maiden shirt. And Fonzo, yep, man. Speaking of Maiden, I failed. Iron Maiden was in San Diego on Sunday night, and I had completely forgotten about it. Sinistarker completely forgot about it. Fonzo was there, and my buddy Jeffrey Peterson was there, and both of you guys said it was one of the amazing, like an absolute amazing concert, and so bummed that I completely forgot and missed Maiden. I didn't buy tickets. I was going to get tickets. I just completely forgot altogether. Andy's Pet, what's up from Liverpool? 7:30 in the morning over there. What's up? So over here, we're still drinking beers and whiskey and whatnot. And in Liverpool, probably sipping on a cup of coffee, tossing back a little warm brew there. Halo's Finest Hocus Pocus comes out today. No way. Okay. Well, that is good to know. I did not realize that. That is something that maybe when I'm done with this live stream, maybe I'm going to go do that. But so here we go. Balzer says there's one membership left, unless it got snagged already, because that comment was a couple minutes ago. But but Balzer, man, thank you so much. Thank you absolutely so much for hooking it up. There's so many members now. Everybody gets to see all the fun that we're having behind the scenes. There are some videos, some things that only members have gotten to see. So if you get a chance to grab one of those, or if you don't grab one of the gift memberships that Balzer put out, it's only, you can get in for only $2.99 a month to be part of all the fun that we're having over there. And Halloween 4 was great. Hey, a big fan of the Halloween franchise, and there's we could probably go through each and every movie and talk about like good parts and bad parts and everything. But Halloween 4, to me at least, it was more in line with what I felt like the franchise should be, compared to Season of the Witch. Your name is Justin. Okay, nice. Well, hello, Justin. You don't got the vid, OGP. You don't got the vid. What? Cookson? I don't got the vid. What vid? What vid? Oh, no, the COVID. No, tested negative. Coke-Sonic. I tested negative. I did take a test for the COVID, and I tested negative. Gonna go back to playing Xbox, but I'm listening. Retro Hunter. Very cool. Yeah, dude. Man, did you know, dude, when I did not have time because I was with my brother and he was driving. But when I was in Texas, we went down to Houston. We spent the night and ended up going to NASA. And I was like, oh my God, I know so many people in Houston. And we spent one night in San Antonio. And I was like, I know so many people in San Antonio. But unfortunately, my brother was driving. And so we just didn't have time to go say hi and toss any cold ones back. But next time I'm out that way, hopefully things will be a little bit different. And Pro Retro Hunter, me and you, we're gonna toss back some 40s. Shawn that says thanks, Balzer. Very cool. Shawn, grab one of those memberships. The Monkey, greetings and thanks, Balzer. What's up, Monkey? How you doing tonight? Guy Frieri doesn't air bad restaurants on Triple D, baby. No, you're right about that too. And so Guy Frieri, what I like about on his, when you go into diners, drive-ins, and dives and stuff, you'll see his like little painting. They take like a little template and spray paint his logo, and I like that. And that tells me that the restaurant's probably good, because you're right. The ones that don't go well, he doesn't do that, and they don't make TV. So you're right. Hey, that's the way TV goes. A lot of it is so staged. Let's see here. One membership, and that was at 34, and it's 38 now. So let's see. Juno 2000. What's up? It is a very late night live stream here, and maybe I'll show everybody that came in a little bit later. I'll show what I was talking about earlier with my Aussie album and stuff over here that I just got framed up. Balzer is national treasure, and we need to protect him at all costs. Monkey, you are 100% right, 100% correct. Balzer is a national treasure. Yep. Yeah. Have you seen Clerks 3? I have not yet. Clerks 3, Pearl, Barbarian. I've got so much to catch up on, but when I'm sick, I didn't want to go sit in a theater and get anybody else sick or be coughing through a whole movie or anything like that. So I have not. I'm so far behind on checking out movies and all things in general. Got 4K, got Vinegar Syndrome, Amityville Horror 4K Blu-ray just today. Got great features, an amazing 4K remastered. Very nice. Well, that's cool. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, vinegar has there are some good stuff out on vinegar. And as much as I'm frustrated with their shady sales tactics, if they're the company that's getting the rights to release these and they're the ones that are going to be putting them out on 4K, I might have to break my own policy and actually order some stuff from vinegar because, hey, if they're the ones that have it and that's the only place I can get them, then I might just have to do that. But that's cool. Very glad that you're happy. You're happy with Amity. I don't know what was going on with my words there. My words got all confused. I had a chance to see Clerks 3, but I passed. Just been too long since I saw Clerks 2. And that's to me. It's been a while since I've seen Clerks. I rewatched Clerks more recently than Clerks 2. But either one of them, to me, they're so funny and so memorable that I don't feel like I'm like, oh man, I have to go back and rewatch or anything. I'm excited to see it. One thing I've heard about Clerks 3 is that people seem to either really love it or really not like it. It doesn't seem like to me the feedback I've been hearing was much middle ground. Watch Halloween 3 on Halloween and St. Patrick's Day. Nice. Very cool. Yeah. Hey, and that's, you know what? St. Patrick's Day is one of those holidays. And I know, we have Leprechaun, and there's a few other horror movies aimed at St. Patrick's Day. But St. Patty's Day, that's a day that we should, see some more horror movies dedicated to St. Patty's Day. So much you could do with that. Would love to see that. Did you ever meet Carpenter? He can be a bit aloof. So I did meet John Carpenter last year. At the Green Apple comic signing. And I'm going to meet John Carpenter again about 3 weeks from now. We're going to go meet John Carpenter again for another signing. And he was very pleasant to me in person. He was very pleasant. It was a signing where I don't know how many how many tickets they sold. 200 to 500, somewhere in there. I'm not sure the exact amount, but he had a long line of people that he was signing stuff for, and he was signing his comic book, and he was signing one other item, and everything that he was signing, all that, and for him to be that pleasant, because I was about 3/4 of the way back in the line. He could have been tired and grumpy by then, but he wasn't. He was very pleasant. Very nice. I talked to him for a moment about seeing him in concert, told him how much I loved it, and I was hoping that he would do that again. If you ever get a chance to see John Carpenter in concert playing his movie themes, it is an amazing concert. I hope you all can get to check that out one day. Should have called. Yeah, no, I know, dude. I was like, when I was there, believe me, I was like, oh my God, man, we could be killing beers. But here was the thing. We got in later in the evening because that good old Houston traffic. It was a mother trying to get through Houston and get down because we stayed at the hotel right across the street from NASA. And so it was a bear getting in there. And then we were getting up super early to go over to NASA, and we did NASA. And then as soon as we did that, we had to get back up to Dallas because my brother had stuff going on the next day. So unfortunately, just wasn't time this time, but excuse me. But hopefully next time or one of these days we'll be able to toss some cold ones back. Halo's Finest. Have you or will you watch the new Dahmer series on Netflix? So I did not have Netflix, and the other night I was like, you know what? The Munsters is out today, which I know is going to be bad, but I need to watch it because we need to be able to talk about it. And Dahmer is out, and then we now know that November, I think it's 23rd, we're going to get the Wednesday show. So I was like, okay, maybe it's time to get back on Netflix again. So I signed up, and I watched the Munsters first, and I got 72 thumbs down. It was horrible, worst movie ever. But then I watched Dahmer. The first episode of Dahmer was amazing. I loved it. The second episode, third episode, as we got into each individual kill and the process and the things that were going on, it slowed down a lot for me. So I loved the first episode. I was good with that. After seeing, I saw the second episode and part of the third, and I was just like, I was worn out. So I don't know if I'll finish watching the entire series or not. But I love that movie, My Friend Dahmer. that was an amazing movie about Dahmer growing up, and we saw a little bit of that in Dahmer in the series on Netflix. In that first episode, we saw a little bit of him young, in school and growing up, and with the shed with the roadkill and that stuff, and then growing up. His parents get divorced and that stuff. So we saw a little bits and pieces of what we saw in My Friend Dahmer. My Friend Dahmer was just as good as the first episode of this series. But beyond that, it just got a little tough for me to watch. The episodes were kind of slow. Just got back from Texas yourself. Always a fun time. Nice, Kevin. Very cool. Yeah, man, we went and saw so much, and I wasn't really anticipating. I thought we were pretty much going to be in the Dallas area, but then my brother was like, "Hey, why don't we go? Let's go to the Alamo." Like, he's like, "Let's go down, to like Waco and just like check out Waco." And then we were like, "Okay, all right, we'll do that." And I told him, I was like, "Well, if we're going down there, then we got to go to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre gas station." Which we did that. And then when we were down in San Antonio at the Alamo, my brother was like, "Hey, after this, instead of like going back north, why don't we go over to Houston and to NASA and then back?" So, I mean, we were like all over Texas for a few days there. It was a lot of fun. So much cool to see and experience in Texas. Yeah. Just saw a couple days ago, one of the creepiest and scariest adaptation of Dahmer. Evan Peters did a great job. Yeah. And here's the thing. The acting, everything was great. But just knowing, the story has been put out there so many times. I've seen so many different documentaries, about Dahmer and stuff. Knowing what happened, it kind of got a little slow for me. Maybe I'll give it another shot at some point. But the first episode was fire. It was absolutely amazing. Have Bitsy Clerks 3. I'm not following you there. Balzer, we got all 5 decent. So we should be over like 20 on the memberships now. And and Balzer, you were saying, I noticed you you commented somewhere that you officially got your G. Is that right? You moved out of the O into the G. You're Balzer had his O, got the O, and now is in the G spot. You had your O, and now you're in the G spot. So that's cool. If I read that right, the patient number 9 comic looks badass. Yeah, and Fonzo. Here's the thing. Let me grab this again. I'll show everybody. So with that comic, I haven't opened it. I want to keep that thing pristine. And so here it is again. I just got this framed. So I got the Ozzy album, which Needle has never hit that record, and it may very well never hit that record. And then I got the comic framed up here. Sorry, the glare is like tough to get the right angle there where you can actually see it, but it is pretty badass because it's like that like metallic kind of print there. But this is just it's such a cool thing. And all I need now is for Ozzy to do another signing that I can actually make it to, get this signed by Ozzy, and this will be gold right here. Set that back over there. But that is a pretty badass thing. Let's get the ambiance going again. Here we go. That patient number 9, I love the artwork on it and everything. And maybe I'll see if I can see pictures of it online, so I don't actually have to like kind of damage mine by opening it and reading it and stuff. Evan Peters, very underrated actor. Like I said, he did a great job. Xbox is acting up. Oh man, that sucks. Thanks for the Roswell Monopoly game and the bonus AC/DC DVD. Nice, very cool. So obviously you got them. And if you guys missed it, Shawn won the Roswell Opoly game that we gave away after I got back from Texas. That when I struggled through that video because I was really feeling like crap. But Shawn won that. But Shawn also purchased an AC/DC video off of my eBay channel. And so I was like, oh, well, Shawn loves loves AC/DC enough that he's purchasing the video. And I had another one. So I was like, you know what? I'm just chucking it in there. You never know what you're going to get when you buy stuff from OGP. You never know what's going to happen. But Shawn, I'm glad you got them, and hopefully you enjoy them. Appreciate you for being here and entering that contest. Really, really cool. Haven't seen Clerks 3 either. Yeah, I'm like I said, I was sick, still trying to get caught up here. I'd say the most meta things about are the real world things that happen to Kevin. So basically, if you aren't a diehard fan, you may not enjoy it as much. Okay, A-Style. So that makes sense. From knowing what I know about the movie, or if I'm correct in that it's basically a movie about their lives, about the characters' lives and stuff, with some real life stuff thrown in there. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I want to check it out. Kevin Smith hasn't made a movie that I've ever walked away from going, that sucked. He's made some weird movies, but I've enjoyed them. Like Tusk, I enjoyed Tusk. It was weird, but I enjoyed it. But I'm still looking forward to it. And I just, now that I'm healthy, but unfortunately, I've got, at some point tonight, I'm going to edit. Oh, and we were like 2-1. I don't know if we got any more votes. 10 a.m. on the West Coast and 1 p.m. on the East Coast today. Do you want to see, I went to 2 different Dollar Trees today. Do you want to see the Dollar Tree videos, or do you want to see the Spirit Halloween / Hobby Lobby Halloween shopping video? Which one of those do you want to see? Let me know, because I think we were at 2-1 in favor of Spirit right now. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. All right. Take your word for that. Jerked off in the freezer room. Well, that's decent. Hopefully cleaned up after yourself. OGP and Balzer must wait for the 3-pack. I'm sure it'll be racked with special features, not put on single release. We saw that on Spider-Man 4K Limited Edition. And just wait for the 3-pack. What movie are we talking about there, Monkey? You lost me. Sorry. Oh, the 3-pack. Pearl, X Pearl, and Maxine. Yes. Here's the thing. I know a lot of people were not impressed with Pearl, but I'm still very curious to see it. So at least so I can talk about it, and be able to, give my opinion on the channel here, because that's, we talk movies and stuff, and I don't want to be the guy that you ask, oh, have you seen this? And I'm like, no. Have you seen this? No. Have you seen this? No. So I do want to check it out at some point here. I have a question for you to ask John Carpenter. Please let me know if you'd be willing to ask him, and I'll let you know my question. Well, Monkey, I'm down to ask John Carpenter anything, as long as it is not vulgar or rude. If it's a legit question, I would be willing, but it can't be vulgar or rude. I already know the story, but just watch it. It's crazy. Oh, we're talking about Dahmer. No. And that's what I get it. And that's why, I knew the story. I know how it ends. But I was like, oh, let's check it out. Everybody seems to be pretty happy with it. And so, I'll check it out anyways. And the first episode was amazing. Andrew Elliott, what's up? What's up? It is, just about midnight. We're almost at the witching hour here on the West Coast. And, get my witch's brew going on over here. Look at that. The witch's brew going on right here. Yeah. Or maybe we turn on this guy too. Say hello to Jack, my buddy Jack over here. But you stopped by Buc-ee's. No, I didn't. We actually did not. So, and like I said, I was not driving. And it's funny because Fluffy was like, oh man, you got to go to Buc-ee's. And I'm like, it's a gas station. What do I need to go to Buc-ee's for? I know they're big, but it's funny. My friend Cheryl, this is really cool. So my friend Cheryl, she's an actress. She was in a movie where she got to play one of Bruce Willis's last movies. She got to play Bruce Willis's wife in a movie very recently. And I'm forgetting the name of that movie. Maybe I'll pull it up here in just a second. But she's like, oh, it's her favorite place on the planet is Buc-ee's. So I was like, okay, well, we'll go check out a Buc-ee's. But like I said, my brother was driving. And so it wasn't really up to me where we stopped and when we stopped. And he's kind of like, he's one of those guys that when you get on the road, it's go until you get there. No stops, no detours. And so, for me, if I was driving along, I'd be like, okay, let's check out a Buc-ee's. And I think I might, in the past, on a road trip through Texas, I might have been to a Buc-ee's before, but I just don't remember. But this time we did not go to a Buc-ee's. I'm going to see if I can find this movie here. Okay, there's Cheryl. Her name's Cheryl, and she's like, oh, Buc-ee's is her favorite place on the planet. But let's see. Oh, okay, so she was in a movie called A Day to Die, and it has Bruce Willis and let's see. Does that say? Well, maybe I'll just pull it up here. Let's see. Show you guys. But she absolutely loves Buc-ee's, and that's why I started thinking about her. But now that I was thinking about her, I'll pull up this. So here's a Day to Die. I'm gonna get a copyright issue here. We pause that so I don't get copyright flagged for that. But Kevin Dillon, Frank Grillo, Bruce Willis. But if you scroll down here, where is she? Boom, there she is right here, Cheryl. And this is really cool. This is really cool about Cheryl's acting resume here. Cheryl was in, let's get down here. Boy, she's been in so much stuff recently. Art of the Dead, Second Chance. Oh, maybe it's not up here. Oh, no, short film, Sacred Heartland. Cheryl was in short film, Sacred Heartland. Look who directed that film. Huh? What? That movie is actually, or short film is not out yet. It's supposed to be part of an anthology. And the guy that was supposed to release it was supposed to be released like not last Halloween, but the Halloween before, and still hasn't released it. I have no idea what's going on with that, when or where that movie will be out. But I did direct a short film that is in this anthology that's supposed to be out at some point that Cheryl's in. But it's so cool just knowing her and knowing that she got to be in a movie with Bruce Willis right at the end of Bruce Willis's career. Like, so cool. The Osbournes on MTV, amazing. And I love the Osbourne show, and Jack and Ozzy's World Tour is a great show. Enjoy that. And I like the show where it's like Jack, Ozzy, and Sharon, and they're watching the videos talking about like, is it real, like the ghosts and stuff like that. That is a fun show. Pretty much everything I've seen Ozzy and I've enjoyed. You thought The Munsters was an okay movie. Hey, that's cool. And to each their own. And that's one thing, the best thing about art is we all appreciate it differently. We all look at it differently. We all have our own opinions. And, I'm not going to say like, oh, you're wrong or anything like that, because it's art and we're all entitled to our opinions. For me, I had a lot of issues with The Munsters, but if you enjoyed it, then hey, that's great. I would have rather enjoyed it and sat there and watched as long as it was. I much rather would have enjoyed it than like been pissed off at it the whole time. I just started The Munsters. Why not? Yeah. Good luck. Let's see if you can make it all the way through. That'll be the question. It's Kevin's life. What happened? Okay. So we're talking about Clerks 3. Okay. We be going to Horror Nights or Not Scary. So Fonzo, I don't have tickets to either yet. But I am looking at sometime maybe second or third week of October, but it all just depends on when I'm in Vegas and that stuff. But I'm looking at that second or third week of trying to go to Horror Nights. But I'm not really sure yet. I'm not 100%. Fonzo, did you make it to Horror Nights, or are you going to be going? Okay, so here we go. We're getting down. So Balzer votes Dollar Tree. So we're 2-2. Retro says Dollar Tree, so we're 3-2. Fonzo says Spirit, so we're 3-3. Shawn says Dollar Tree, so Dollar Tree has a 1-spot edge, and a Spirit gets Kevin's vote. So now we're tied at 4. And Monkey says, my question for you to ask John is his Halloween series. What is in Laurie Strode's favorite meal in his film lore? So you're wondering, the character Laurie Strode, what would her favorite meal be? I could probably ask him something like, what would, if you're thinking about the character Laurie Strode, did it ever occur to you, or is there ever any thought what her favorite meal might be? I could try and ask him something like that. You got to remind me. That will be John Carpenter signing will be, I think it's like the 22nd of October. So if you remind me about that, Monkey, as we get closer to that, maybe the Monday video before then, remind me about that, and I will see if I can write that down and remember that. At this point, even if I wrote a note, it would be lost, and no chance I'll ever remember it. Will Wet Movie 1 come back to the stream this weekend? I am supposed to be having a video Saturday at 6:30 on the West Coast. So it'd be 9:30 on the East Coast. That is supposed to involve myself, Wet Movie 1, Cinestalker, Fat Samurai Guy, and Master Chaos. And that's all I'm going to say. There will be other special guests, but I am supposed to be on a live stream with Wet Movie 1 this Saturday. So right here on this channel. Have you ever seen Death Wish Club? Death Wish Club? I'm good. I'm IMDb searching that right now. I don't see Death Wish Club. Was it a TV show or what was it? It's not popping up on IMDb. So Shawn, I'm curious. I'm always interested when you all have thoughts about movies or shows, or curious about my opinions. But I don't recognize the title. Are we just talking about Death Wish? I've seen Death Wish. Or are we talking about like Death Pool, the old Clint Eastwood movie, or something else? Could have been in a movie in your hometown. Damn it! Oh, hey, if you ever get a chance to be in a movie, you got to do it. Take advantage of that, because you never know when you're going to have that opportunity. But also, that movie is now frozen in time, and for here to eternity, you'll be in that movie. And so, once you're in it and it's out, they can't take you out. So if you get a chance to ever be in a movie, I say do it. Just do it. It's a lot of fun. And then you get to see yourself there, and you tell all your friends, hey, look, I'm in this movie. It's a lot of cool. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. Do you think the Friday the 13th franchise is overrated or not? I don't know. Overrated. So here's the thing. Friday the 13th, if you think about like the biggest horror franchise of all time, you think of Friday the 13th, and maybe you think of Halloween, maybe you think of Omen, maybe you think of Poltergeist, Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm trying to think of some of the other big ones. But to me, when we look at the Friday 13th movies, to me, the original, the OG Friday the 13th is the best in the franchise. But then you look at like part 4, part 6, part 3, there were some great, even part 2, but there were some great sequels for the genre, for what they are. You can't compare any one of the Friday the 13th movies to, say the new Top Gun, because like having like a couple $100 million budget versus like a $3 million budget, you can't compare them. They're apples and oranges, two different things. But as far as like in the horror world, I don't think the franchise is overrated, because you have a lot of good movies in there. There are some bad ones, but you look at most franchises, you wind up with a bad apple. You wind up with a gangster rapper being killed by Michael Myers. Just like you wind up with some goofy stuff in horror franchises. And so, the idea of like Jason Goes to Hell and Freddy versus Jason in outer space, like all this stuff is like, are you kidding me? What are we doing with this franchise? But there were still so many good movies in that franchise that it is definitely in the upper echelon of horror franchises. So I don't think so. Not the Halloween franchise. No, the Halloween franchise is overrated, not Friday the 13th. Oh, David Lewis coming through with the controversial comment there. So, and here's the thing: if one of those two franchises was overrated, now if you took the first Halloween, if you took 78 out of that franchise would be a mess. But 78, love it. Part 2, I liked it. The third one as a standalone movie, Season of Witch as a standalone movie, okay, cool. After that, we're off the rails. We're off the rails until we get to like Halloween Resurrection, all that stuff. We're off the rails, in my opinion, until we get to 2018. I know 2018 and I know Halloween Kills had some flaws, but I still enjoyed them. They weren't the worst movies ever. In my opinion, way better than that new Texas Chainsaw Massacre disappointment that came out earlier this year. So I enjoyed the first, if you take 78 and then 2018 and Kills, those three right there, and then hopefully Halloween ends. Hopefully those four movies will be able to justify the rest of the franchise. But that franchise definitely has some issues there. David Lewis says the Monsters was okay. All right. Well, hey, here's the thing. The set design was amazing. I understand from watching the Monsters as a kid that it's supposed to be kind of goofy. Some of, not all the acting was bad, but the story was like, the plot was fine. The story had some goofy moments, but just getting past Sherry Moon Zombie as Lily, I just can't. But if you got through it and you weren't mad at it, then that is awesome. I'm happy that you feel that way, and that is very cool. And that's interesting because that's now two people that I've heard that haven't absolutely hated it. So Spirit. So we've got another one. So we're leaning towards Spirit right now. Now Folkser Tree. What is that? Is that a Dollar Tree vote? But Monkey, I think you already voted, Monkey. So I think we're one up on Spirit right now. I think we got the vote is for one up on Spirit right now. Be going to Hollow Scream tomorrow night, and towards the end of October, possibly going to Horror Nights. Nice. Hey, Fonzo, when you're going to go to Horror Nights, unless you're doing like a family thing or something, dude, shoot me a message and let me know what night you're going, especially if it's on a weekday. I might be down to like go meet you over there and roll and check it out. It's something I want to do. Horror Nights is amazing. Even, if you don't have like the expensive ticket where you can't go to all the haunts, you do what you can. But it's still definitely one of those like must do Halloween events if you can make it. Laurie Strode loves a good corn dog, and I can't blame her. Ain't nothing wrong with a good corn dog. Nothing wrong. I love Horror Nights. I go every year because I live in California. Nice. Well, that is very cool. And like Fonzo, I also and yourself, but the three of us all live in California, and I would love to say that I go to Horror Nights every year. Last year we did not. We ended up going to the Oogie Boogie Bash at Disneyland, and I had so many other things going on last October. I just wasn't able to make it. What's the worst horror remake that that made you upset after seeing the film? Oh, remake. Well, I don't know if does the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because technically it was a sequel, so I don't know that that's not a remake. But I hated the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. That like pissed me off. Remakes. There's been so many Amityville movies that are just complete garbage. But an actual remake, yeah. Was it Night of the Demons remake? Yeah. I don't know. There's yeah, it's hard. And again, without like having all my movies or a list right in front of me to pick from, it's very hard to come up with actual movies. But the one I think right off the top of my head, oh, you know what movie sucked? I'll tell you this. One movie one I watched a while back, and it was a flat out remake. It was Firestarter. We did not need or we did not want that movie. The new Firestarter was pointless and boring. It was so bad. Have you ever been to any theme park haunts in California? Well, Antonis, I just went to that. It's a smaller theme park, but it is a theme park. There, the Castle Dark, which is Castle Park in Riverside, California. They changed over to Castle Park, from Castle Park to Castle Dark. Just went there on their media night the other day. That was a lot of fun. They really did it up well. But then Disney. I love going to Disneyland at Halloween time. And actually, what I've been doing is going after Halloween, so that way you still get the Haunted Mansion decked out like Nightmare Before Christmas, and but then you're getting like the Christmas decorations and stuff too. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds with that. But Halloween at Disneyland is a lot of fun. But yeah, like I said, last year I went to the Oogie Boogie Bash, which is a California adventure, and that was amazing. It was so amazing. And I have a lot of video from that. I never edited it, put it out. I don't know why I didn't do that. But Oogie Boogie Bash was great. I'll have to go see if maybe if I haven't deleted that footage, I'll have to go back. Maybe I can put that up from last year. It was a blast. Blackbeard's in the house. What up, Blackbeard? How you doing tonight? Thanks for dropping by. Leprechaun. All right. I had a chance to be in a movie, but it was triggering because your nationality and the faith that would have been following me. Well, that sucks. If they're like, okay, we need Native Americans because we're going to slaughter a bunch of Native Americans. Yeah, that would be tough. I would understand having a problem with that. The name was Death Wish Club, was part of Night Train to Terror. Okay. Let's see. Death Wish. Dash with the, well, maybe. So maybe it's under Night Train to Terror. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let me know, Fonzo, for sure. I'd love to. That would be a blast, dude, hanging out with you guys over there at the Horror Nights. K-Dog, what's up? How you doing tonight? Oh, look, Robert, what's cracking, Robert? Are you at work tonight or you at home tossing back some cold ones? A wicked network. Rest in peace. Rest in paradise, Coolio. Yeah. And from prayers to the Florida people. Yeah. Man, very sad to see Coolio pass away. I've heard so many good stories about things Coolio did for people like that, asked for autographs and he mailed them copies of, of his records, or other things, autograph pictures, things like that, that he did. Coolio had gotten a bad rap for a while in the Las Vegas area because that's where he was living. He died in LA. He was visiting a friend, but he lived in Vegas. And I knew like Matt had been in bars where Coolio was just hanging out. And he was like, kind of social with the local scene there in Vegas. And Tom Devlin, who owns that Monster Museum out there, he's, a movie effects artist. He's a brilliant effects artist. If you haven't seen his museum, you need to go there. There's a video that I did a while back there, actually two, over the last few years, from Tom Devlin's Monster Museum. It's a really cool place, but he does a lot of the effects for Puppet Master movies, that type of stuff. But Tom Devlin put out a couple very nice posts about Coolio because Coolio was such a big part of like the Las Vegas community for locals and stuff. And it is very sad, because you think about 90s hip hop and, a lot of people like, well, Beyond Gangster's Paradise, that's really it. But he did have other songs, the 1, 2, 3, 4, Get Your Booty on the Floor. And then I know I'm forgetting a couple of the others, off the top of my head here, but he was legendary. I mean, in some of the movies that his music was in, he was a legend. And because of his kind of rough and tough outer shell, a lot of people I think were rubbed the wrong way by Coolio, but I think in general he was a good dude, seemed to always be willing to stop and talk to press and stuff, but very sad anytime. Not too long ago we lost DMX and Coolio. So many, you think about, from Biggie and Tupac, how many legends from 90s hip hop that we've lost. It sucks. And it is definitely a bummer. I had hoped to be in a movie with Coolio at some point, and unfortunately that won't happen now. And Florida, man, we're just hit by a nasty hurricane, and hopefully everybody's doing okay over there. Mike and Kelly from Orlando, I know I haven't seen you pop in here tonight. You might not even have power at your house yet, I'm not sure, but they live kind of like right where the hurricane was going by and stuff. So hopefully they're doing well, they're safe, and hopefully everybody in Florida is going to recover really, really quick. Sounds like the federal government and a lot of other states are sending a lot of help down there to Florida. So hopefully they get back on track and get everybody's lives back on track here real quick. Jessica Biel remake, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was great. So there's, we've had, so many different, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that franchise, unlike Halloween, where we're just going to go and make all these weird movies or really aside from one with Friday the 13th, we're just going to continue with sequels instead of like remakes. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is like reboot. What are we doing? But I'm not going to be mad at you for that comment right there. I can respect that comment. Day of the Dead, is that Day of the Dead? Dawn of the Dead remake was good. I like Dawn of the Dead remake. Just found out today there's a new Jeepers Creepers movie out. It looks really bad. Tricep Brawl, what's up? And I have not seen it yet, but Master Chaos, Wet Movie One, and a few other people I know have seen it, and they said it sucked. It was just a mess. It was so bad. So not looking forward to checking that out at all. Prom Night remake was trash. Okay, I've not seen Prom Night remake, but Juno, I'm going to take your word on that. Saw the Monsters. Oh my God, it was trash. Robert, I agree with you. Check it out. Roshan's in the house. What's up, Roshan? How you doing? In the middle of the night. Middle of the night. It's 12:15 here. Rashawn, it's got to be like 3:15 in the morning back there. Night Train to Terror is 3 different movies. Your brother is Rick Barnes. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna look. Night Train to Terror. Okay, so there's Night Train to Terror. Oh, in season 1973, Ghost Train to Terror, Night Train to Terror, season 5. Brandon Colt movies. Oh, or night. So we're talking about Night Train to Terror from 1985. There's a few different Night Train to Terrors. I'm gonna have to look into that, Shawn, and check that out. But I'll definitely look it up. You're at work, decent. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Be at work, getting paid to watch YouTube. Hell yeah. Behind the Mask of Leslie Vernon, 2006. I wish got a franchise, but didn't. I've seen that title, but that's a movie I haven't checked out yet. I'll have to do that. What's your favorite horror movie of 2022 so far? So for me, that would be X. X was absolutely amazing. I absolutely loved X. Scream didn't do much for me at all. As far as favorite movies in general, I love Top Gun. That was great. Doctor Strange was great. There's probably some others I'm not thinking of. But my favorite horror movie was X so far. Are we talking about Matt? We're talking Matt up in the house. Ravenous, the movie. Check it out. Okay, cool. I will do that. Well, I'm happy about the extended cut of Daredevil 2003 with him in it. Now the piece will go, or the price will go up. You know what? Anytime somebody passes away, people start looking for things that they were in or autographs of them or whatever, and the prices do go up. Yep. Rest in peace, Coolio. Just saw director cut version of Daredevil with Ben Affleck a couple days ago. Very sad of his passing. Yep. Very, very much sucked. Yep. Worked at a steakhouse. All right. It says Dark Side of Love 1984. If you Google it, that is parallel universe to me. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. I'll have to Google it. We'll do that. He will forever be alive. He will forever be a alive free man in Ben Affleck's Daredevil universe. Coolio has a brief cameo on Leprechaun in the Hood. Yep. Top Gun, Prey, waiting on number 3 for top list for you. Okay, so yeah, and that's one for me. I know a lot of people loved Prey. I wasn't a big fan. And you know what? And I'm very curious about this now. I'm gonna have to actually go take a look at Rotten Tomatoes because Prey started out where the so-called experts were in the 90s and the fans were in the 90s with Prey, but the fan score for Prey has dropped well below the 90s. Let's take a look where it is now. It should still be up here somewhere. Not seeing it. Nope. Wow, how does Nope have an 82? Who liked Nope? I don't know anybody that really liked Nope. I have not heard many good things about Nope. Here we go. So Prey is still at a 93 from the tomato meter, but the audience score is a 72 on Prey. So that means 28 out of 100 people that watched Prey did not care for it. And that's where I'm at. It had some flaws. to me, that you can't have a movie about a predator and not actually have the predator involved in the movie for the first hour. I mean, literally, we saw a clip of him here, clip of him there, but the predator was not involved really in the movie for the first hour. And it was like after an hour, I was like wasted. I was like, what the hell am I watching? Am I watching a movie about a Native American girl, which would be fine, but I'm not watching a movie about a predator. And that was my problem with it. So, and a couple other little nitpicky things. The bear looked like a cartoon and stuff. Your favorite horror movie of the year, The Black Phone. Okay, and that's a good choice. Black Phone was a good one. The more and more that I think about Black Phone after watching it, the more I'm liking it. And I saw Black Phone, Wet Movie 1, and I saw an early screening of Black Phone before it came out in theaters. And I liked it. My problem with Black Phone is I wanted to know more about the killer. What was his MO? More of his backstory, which rumor maybe we're going to get a prequel to it or something, which would be great. I would absolutely love to see that. Your favorite movie is Elvis. Hey, Elvis was a great movie. I really enjoyed Elvis. And as I think, Balzer and some other folks will point out, there was some flaws. There wasn't 100% accurate. But I still enjoyed the heck out of it. I thought that what's his name? Austin, forgetting his last name, did a great job as Elvis. But I really enjoyed that movie. I thought Elvis was very well done, and it didn't feel that long. It was a long movie, but it didn't feel that bad. Pearl was a favorite of the year so far. Mia Goth for the Oscar. Nice. Hey, I like Mia Goth. I thought she did great in X. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing Pearl. Like I said earlier, being sick, I did not want to go to the theater and get anybody else sick there. So at this point, I might have to wait for Pearl to hit a streaming platform. Matt did love Prey, the Tuaka God. It Wasted Years, best maiden song. Ben Masters, Wasted Years, man. That is, I don't know if I can argue with you on that. Wasted Years is a great song. To me, if I think of Maiden first song, I always go to be 2 Minutes to Midnight. But Wasted Years is an amazing song. Absolutely love that song. Yep. Nope was so boring. Who the hell are you, Tuaka God? If you know Matt loved Prey. You gotta be somebody. You gotta be somebody I know. Is that you, Justin? Did you tell me that earlier? You're Justin. Hold on a minute. I got to go back through the comments here. Is that if that's you, Justin? That flew right. Oh, you're going to me with the Carpenter signing. You. Justin, my bad. I didn't even realize. I'm like sitting here going like, who the hell is this guy? And these things that he's saying, and how does he know this? But yes, Justin, Matt did love Prey. He did. I had some issues with it, but Matt loved it, and Matt wanted to fight me. He was like, man, I was on the phone. I was trying to get off the phone with him, and he was like, no. He's like, but Prey was good because of this, and Prey was good because of that. And it was like the conversation went on for like 3 hours about our debating Prey back and forth. But you're when you said earlier you're Justin, I was like, okay, and the math didn't come, but that's hilarious. But everybody, so the Tuaka God is Justin, and Justin is the big homie, and he's I don't want to divulge too much, but Justin is heavily involved with so me, Matt, and Justin are all partners on the movie we shot last summer, and Justin is working on it with Matt to try and kind of put all the pieces together, and someday we'll get to check it out. It's going to be a blast. It was so much fun, and and anytime we get a chance to hang out, absolutely love Justin to death. He's always a blast, so much fun. And yes, Justin is going to go with me to the John Carpenter signing. That's going to be an amazing day. And we are looking at different options as far as different haunts and things that we might do afterwards. We are going to be going to some places, but we haven't really finalized exactly which ones we're going to go to yet. But that's going to be such an amazing, fun day, Justin. I cannot wait for it. Let's see here. Nope was a disappointing Jordan Peele weakest movie ever. Get Out was better, and that seems to be what I have heard, kind of a common theme there. Black Phone was phenomenal. I liked Black Phone. Like I said, it was good. I just wish we would have got a little more backstory on the killer, and hopefully if we get a prequel, I would absolutely love that. Are you or have you done a room tour, OGP? Your setup looks good. Well, thank you for that. That's cool. I appreciate the kind words. I did a autograph tour a while back, which you could probably find in the videos if you go back and look through them, where I showed all my autographs. I have since then got some more, but I still haven't gone through and done like the movie collection aspect of it. And because the autograph collection is so big and the movie collection is so big, I was like, well, I'm going to do separate videos on those. I've not done the movie collection video yet. But one of these days I plan on getting there, and I'll try to get to it sooner than later, for you there, K-Dog. Let's see here. Favorite horror movie of the year so far, Scream 5. Well, that's cool. And hey, some people liked it and wasn't my cup of tea, but hey, I know a lot of people like it. OGP, any plans to go back to Area 51? So and this is what I'm hoping really happens. Yes, this is Justin. Decent. I'm hoping that Justin and myself, Matt, and maybe Danny, and who knows, whoever else. Matt was talking, Justin, Matt's talking about possibly, while his sister Dana and his other sister Darcy are out there, maybe trying to go and do some like ghost hunting. So I told him, I was like, dude, you got to talk to them to see if they want to go up to like the Clown Motel for a night. And Matt's like, dude, they might be totally down for that. So while Dana and Darcy are out there in Vegas, we might need to try and make that happen, where we go up there to the Clown Motel. Now the Clown Motel, it's kind of around it's still far, but it's not too far from the back gate to Area 51. And I'm kind of thinking, depending on who I'm with and how much time we have, if everybody's interested in maybe going to that back gate of Area 51 to check that side out. But at some point in the future, I do want to go back to Area 51. I do want to go back up to Rachel, Nevada, back to the little alien. It was a lot of fun checking that all out. Maybe just spend some time up there with the camera, hike up a mountain, maybe kind of get a vantage point and, watch either airplanes fly around, listen to sonic booms and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun being up there at Area 51. So hopefully one of these days we'll get back out there. Yeah, for sure. Your favorite movie was The Multiverse of Madness. Hey, great choice. That was a good movie. Justin Bieber, I'm good. I'm all right with Bieber. I'm all right. But hey, if that's your guy, go for it. Predator 2 was much better than Prey. I will agree with you on that. I would my ranking on those would be Predator 2, then Prey is how I would put those in order. Want a Bigfoot movie? Damn it. Hey, Bigfoot movie. I don't recommend Suburban Sasquatch. It was bad. I wouldn't recommend that. But there's a lot of like Bigfoot / Sam Squanch movies out there that you can go check out. Why didn't you like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022? Because of the story. Ooh, that is a long one. I have a rant video where I talk about that movie. And I give you it's like 20 to 25 minutes long video of me talking about my thoughts on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. I had so many problems with it, with the story, the timing. So you have the bus pulls into town with all the people that are supposedly investors, but they're kids. How the hell like whatever. This doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. They're investors, but they're kids. Where are they getting the money? Whatever. But then they come into town, and now, okay, we got the van that takes off to go to the hospital, right? And then, but all of a sudden, Blondie decides she's going to hop in this van with people that she was scared to death of a minute ago. But why is she getting in the van with them? It doesn't make any sense. But then they take off to go to the hospital, and like 15 minutes later, all of a sudden, the other people from the bus had this big old spread. The meat was already smoked, and they're eating and everything, all this barbecue and all that. If you've ever smoked meat, or even just a barbecue, it takes time. This did not happen that fast. So I had a big problem with that. And then it's like stupid stuff like in the bus, when all the kills were going on in the bus, the girl comes down and she could easily have just walked right out the door, but the cameraman was in the way. So she couldn't walk out the door. So she had to climb out the window, and that's where she got cut in half. Stupid. Why didn't she go one row further and climb out the door? Tell you what, filmmakers, cut the front off of that bus, move it out, get a little stage there so your cameraman can back up and she can run out the door instead of having to climb out a window right next to the front door and get cut in half. That was dumb. The effect was fine. The blood and guts were fine. But her jumping out, trying to climb out the window was stupid. And then like the flashback when the girl's on the floor underneath, flashing back to school. Oh my God, school shooting. That was like that whole like woke agenda like reared its ugly head right then. And I was like, all right, F this movie. But more than any of that, when our obvious Laurie Strode ripoff, because it's like the character who's back 30 years later and now she's old and she's going to go kill her Michael Myers, right? The Laurie Strode character that was trying to kill Leatherface, when she gets the chainsaw through her and lifted up in the air and thrown down and she is not dead right away, anybody who knows anything about the body, the human body, and medicine would understand she would have been dead in like 6 or 7 seconds. She wasn't going to be able to sit there and have a conversation after her lungs were chopped in half. That, like, oh my God, unbelievably stupid. So, and then the girls, I hated the sisters. I absolutely hated them. You know, I was like, please kill these bitches. And finally, at the end, we got a kill there and stuff, but like the story just drove me nuts. And then it's supposed to be in this abandoned desert, like Texas town. But if you look at it, like the curbs were too nice. There wasn't enough dust or weeds or anything because it was on a freaking movie set and they didn't do a good job of with their set design and making sure it looked authentic. So I had a lot of problems with the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Pahrump. But no, Pahrump has some sketchy places too. Pahrump definitely has some sketchy places that we can go check out. I don't know offhand the names of them, but I seem to believe there's like haunted hotels over in Pahrump. But we gotta go. Like there's so many different places, but we'll figure that out one of these days. But we gotta go. Hopefully we can make it happen. Right. They can't stop all of us. Hey, I got a gun safe. I'll bring a couple with us, and that should get us right through there. But you're right, they can't stop all of us. We're going. We are doing this. What a one-hit wonder movie that you wished got a franchise. Ooh, a movie I wish got a franchise. That's tough. I'd like to see more Hell Night. I loved Hell Night. If they would have done a second one, I would have been down for that. That would have been great. Hold on there. I was just asking Justin. Hold on there, OGP. I was asking if that Justin. Oh, was your friend Justin Bieber? Okay. So you're not down with Bieber. But no. Justin is definitely not Justin Bieber. The Justin we're talking to, way cooler than Bieber. That's for sure. Maybe not as rich, but way cooler. Oh no, he says he is Justin Bieber. I had the Harry and the Hendersons doll. Nice. So that's cool, man. Harry and the Hendersons, that was a fun movie. I love me some John Lithgow, man. You slept with him. What? I slept with Justin Bieber? What's going on? Hey, yeah, smash the like button if you would, everybody. That'd be cool. Let's see. Many country places got haunted Indian burial grounds. Oh, and that's, I think I missed a comment. I saw something about you have haunted buried grounds. I think I missed a comment from you there. Yeah, you got some Indian burial grounds here. Wow. Yeah, that's little drunky poo. Ain't nothing wrong with little drunky poo. Mr. Leahy got a little drunky poo, little drinky poo over there. Oh man. But so right now the video for tomorrow, well today now, the video for later today that will be coming out, we're leaning by one vote toward the Spirit Halloween video as opposed to the Dollar Tree video. So hey, you know how I roll. This video brought to you by Diet Coke, because that's how I roll. Region free 4K player. Yes, I do. Thoughts on Creepshow films. So Creepshow back in the day, good stuff. To me, didn't age well. Fluff trying to get me to watch Creepshow stuff, kind of tough. Now there was like a Creepshow like Christmas special came out a while back that was great. Okay, so Nokterno says Spirit. What's up, Nokterno? Indrid says Dollar Tree. Indrid, did you already vote earlier? Or you're not double voting, are you? But I think we are leaning toward the Spirit video. We are leaning toward the Spirit video. But either way, even if we release, especially Balzer, if you're still there, if we release Spirit tomorrow, the Dollar Tree video will have early release for members, so you're all going to be able to see them. The Spirit video, I'm saying tomorrow because I haven't gone to bed yet, but it's today. But even if that's where we go with the Spirit video in about 9.5 hours, the Dollar Tree video will have an early release for members, so you still won't have to wait that long, members, to check that out. Let's see. Juno, they're okay, and feel like Tales from the Crypt episodes. Yep. I'm with you there. I like Tales from the Crypt better. A lot of spirits voted for. Hey, Tuka God. We don't talk politics here. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh man, did the Four Queens ever get back to you? No, I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything from bitching to the Better Business Bureau either. I think Better Business Bureau might be afraid of big Las Vegas hotels and not wanting to piss them off. So nope. Looks like when I do stay back downtown again, if I'm not staying at Matt's house, or if I'm not staying at Greg, I don't know if Greg, aka Stephen Brown, if I'm not staying at his house or Matt's house, I'll probably be staying back down at the Plaza. Which you got to stay at the Plaza. You know why? The Plaza has Coke tables. They got the little slide out thing from the nightstand, the little part that slides out where you can set up your Coke lines. You can do your Coke right there. So if that isn't reason enough to stay at the Plaza, then I don't know what is. and I kid. I don't need to stay there for the Coke tables. Although they're a good perk. Loving all the content you've been pumping out, OGP. Appreciate it. No, Blackbeard, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. The content is no fun if we're not all hanging out and enjoying it and talking about it and stuff. Coke Sonic, you talking about Brandon? Is that maybe a response to Justin's comment there a minute ago? Old Chief Woodenhead is your favorite segment from Creepshow 2. Right on. Did you hear back from the hotel you were in? And so Monkey, that's what Wicked Network was just asking about, the Four Queens. So it's the Four Queens owns the other hotel there, which damn it, I can't even remember the name of that hotel now, but they're both owned by the Four Queens. But no, they never got back to me. So F them, we're staying at the Plaza, aka also known from Back to the Future Part 2 as Biff's, because they have Coke tables. Who do you think is the worst American serial killer in U.S. history? American serial killer. That is tough. Serial killers. I mean, I'm trying to think of serial killers off the top of my head. But Dahmer obviously is up there. But there's depending on how you look at the phrase serial killer and categorize it, there's no worse killers in the history of mankind than Genghis Khan or Adolf Hitler, or I think even like was it Stalin or Lenin? I can't remember one of them. Was it Stalin that slaughtered so many people? No worse killers than them. But let's see here if I can pull up a list of American serial killers. So you got the Boston Strangler, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Ed Gein. Man, Dahmer's right up there. Ted Bundy, though, man, and the Boston Strangler. Hard to say, man. Hard to say. Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was a Unabomber, right? Is that who I'm thinking of? Was Ted Bundy? No, he kidnapped and raped. Who was the Unabomber? Ted Bundy was that. Let's see. Unabomber was pretty messed up too. Ted Kaczynski. Ted Kaczynski was pretty bad too. Tough call now. Tough call. Shawn, hey, thanks for being here. Yeah, no, go get some rest. Appreciate you dropping in. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll see you soon, dude. Plaza is the best downtown, and Days of the Dead is held there. Yes, no, Nokterno, you're right. And so Days of the Dead, Wet Movie 1 and I, assuming he can get the days off work, should be there at Days of the Dead. Even a Wet Movie 1 won't be there. I should be at Days of the Dead out there in February. Supposed to be a pretty cool lineup. Richard Ramirez was sick, right? No, there are a lot of crazy serial killers in American history. The worst cereal is Captain Crunch. No. The monkey, you're right, because Captain Crunch, it destroys the roof of your mouth, but yet it tastes so good, so you can't stop eating it. But then, like, for days, the roof of your mouth is just in extreme pain, and you can't have no hot sauce. You got to eat your tacos without hot sauce, or you're dying, you're in tears, you're crying. Kaczynski, Herb, yes, yep, good call. It's very tough. There's been so many messed up people in American history that have just killed so many people. Whether it's serial killers or mass shooters, like shooting up schools or shooting up movie theaters, things like that. There's been so much tragedy in American history, and it really sucks. And I'm not going to get political with it all, whether you believe in the right to bear arms and all the different guns that are out there, or whether you think you should be limited or any of that. I'm not going to go into that. If you comment that type of stuff, I'm not even going to acknowledge them, because that is a debate for another YouTube channel. But it is very sad. All the different things that have happened in American history with all these different things. Going back to, the Native Americans being slaughtered, going back to, slavery, all kinds of, you think of history in general, but think about a bigger picture. You look at the world in general, the history of our planet and our species. We have been screwed up. Pardon my français, but we have been a fucked up species since the dawn of time, and always treated each other like crap. And I am white as my computer screen is right now, but you go back far enough in history, and I have ancestors that were slaves, and so it is just the world in general can be a really messed up place. But let's see. Balzer says, have you watched the new Quantum Leap yet? I saw it there. I saw it. I thought about clicking on it, and I just couldn't bring myself to doing it. So no, I have not watched it yet, Balzer. Have you? I remember you commenting on it before, and I believe it was it you that said it's just not Quantum Leap without Scott Bakula. And that's where my problem is. I don't care who they pick to replace Scott Bakula. Red, white, black, brown, green, male, female, I don't care. Gay, straight, well, I don't care who they pick. But that's one of those shows that I need me some Scott Bakula for Quantum Leap. And so I saw it there, and I was like thinking about it, and I was like, no, instead, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch Body Count, I think 1986 or 88 slasher horror film, it's a classic. It's a great one. If you've never seen Body Count, highly recommend it. It's a great 80s movie, holds up. It's a lot of fun. Coke Sonic, peace and love. Hey, are you out, Coke Sonic? If and Ronald McDonald, peace, love, and Ronald McDonald. Who doesn't love Ronald McDonald, especially drunk? You get some McDonald's French fries and a chocolate shake. If you're drunk, that's like the jam right there. DOD's small venue, like Hollywood show, Days of Dead. Yes. Yeah, no, I know. In fact, whose video was it? Oh no, because it was. Remember, Wet Movie 1 went out there with this homie, and I forget his name, so forgive me. I only met the dude once, but they drove out to Days of the Dead, went there, and drove home the same day earlier this year because they're insane like that. But in the video, it was a smaller video, but it was cool because the Greasy Strangler was there, and they had a few of the old like Skinamax girls were there and stuff. But it still looked like a fun event. But I can't remember who. But Wet Movie 1 was telling me there's somebody there that he's like, oh my God, we got to go because this person's going to be there. Zodiac Killer, never caught. Hey, there's another one. There's just so many like serial killers, going back, in through the, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, even maybe more recently and stuff. But man, I think of like, I don't know. It's just, there's so many out there to try and pick who was the worst. That would almost be like glorifying them and making it a competition to be the worst serial killers. I don't know if that's something we should really do or not. But man, I just think, I think of like killers and people that are just flat out pure evil. Does anybody remember the story of David Westerfield? And Fluffy and I were just talking about this. And Fluff, if you're still awake, I know he's got to get up. Fluff drove from San Diego all the way to like Redding, California tonight. So I don't know if Fluff's still here or not. But we were just talking about this. But David Westerfield was a guy who lived in Poway, California, suburb of San Diego, where I used to live. And that's where I met my wife, in Poway. And David Westerfield also lived in Poway. And there was his neighbors lived a couple of houses down from him that were like swingers, and they would have these sex parties in their garage. Well, David Westerfield wanted to get in, but he didn't have like a wife to take or anything. So they were like, nope, sorry, dude. So he got mad at them because they wouldn't let him join his sex parties. So they were in a sex party. He knew they were in there doing their sex party thing. He broke into their house, kidnapped their, like, I think 7-year-old daughter. Is it Danielle Van Dam? Was that her name? Or am I thinking of a different, let me see it. I'm going to Google her, make sure I'm, let's see, Danielle Van Dam. Okay. So yeah, it was Danielle Van Dam. And so David Westerfield broke into the house and he kidnapped this like 7-year-old girl, took her up into like the high desert area of San Diego County. And he like raped this little girl and ended up killing her and dumped her body and then like bleached the hell out of his RV that he did all this in. Fortunately was arrested and convicted and sentenced to death. But agree or disagree right now with California's current governor, the all death sentences have been stayed. They're not, he's not commuting them or anything like that, but he's, like they're still on death row. They're still sentenced to death, but they're not being killed under the current California governor. So David Westerfield sits there alive. Hopefully he's being beat up and abused and not having a pleasant experience in prison after murdering this innocent young girl. But at the same time, her parents, shame on them for, doing these kind of things in their house with a 7-year-old daughter to be left unattended while they're out like gangbanging each other. And I'm not saying it's their fault because, this guy Westerfield broke into their house and kidnapped their baby. But gosh, if you're gonna be that ignorant to what is going on with your 7-year-old daughter for long enough for this guy to break into your house, kidnap her, and take her away, you should have a hard time looking in the mirror. I'm not going to say it's their fault, but they should have a hard time sleeping at night and looking in the mirror for a lack of protection of their daughter there. No, the Hamburglar, number one, I think that probably takes the cake as the worst killer in American history, being all the cheeseburgers that have ever been eaten from McDonald's, and the heart disease and everything else that has killed countless people over the years from eating the crap that we put in our bodies that comes out of a McDonald's drive-through window. So yeah, maybe the Hamburglar, Justin. I think you've got a valid point there. I will not debate you on that. I want to tell you who all the worst monster is, and it's not political. Jared Fogel. Do you agree? Let me see. JARODFOC. Oh. The Subway Jared. Subway Jared. Yeah. You know what? What a crazy roller coaster life. From going from a nobody, obese, to being super famous and rich and on these Subway commercials, to finding out what a monster he was and locking him up. Anybody who does things to little kids, you know, and here's the thing, like Master Chaos, he hates watching horror movies when it involves little kids. I get that. For me, it's a movie. And if we can't say, like Robert De Niro, he speaks up a lot about gun violence and that type of stuff, but he's in all these movies that are about guns, you know, or killing and all this stuff, mob movies and all that stuff. So if we get, forgive me, somebody's at the door. But if we can't separate movies from reality, then we're in big trouble. So talking about Master Chaos and not being able to watch movies about little kids, I can watch movies where little kids are hurt, or you know, and we're not talking about movies like It, or we're not talking about movies like or shows you know, like Stranger Things. We're talking about movies like a Serbian film where a really bad thing happened to a little kid. So we're talking about stuff like that, and Master Chaos, rightfully so, doesn't like watching stuff like that, and I get it. But at the same time, for me, I can watch that stuff, but in real life, anybody who would do something like that to a little kid, they deserve the absolute worst. I would be in favor of castration. I would be in favor of absolutely throwing the book at them. Anybody who's convicted without any question at all, if it's 100% proven, like if they were caught on video doing something like this, throw the book at them, put them away forever. Golden State Killer was a cop, right? No, and there's been a lot of you know, cops that have taken advantage, and I'm not talking about cops in general, you know, that have, you know, done things to start riots and all that stuff, but there have been some bad cops that have really taken advantage of their badge to do some things, you know, bad things to people. BTK. What is BTK? I don't know, Justin. I don't know what BTK is. I refuse to watch it. Bacula is Quantum Leap. Yes. Okay. And so I have not watched it yet either, Balzer. And I'm there with you. I looked at it. I saw it and I was like, you know, I can't do it. Dang just saw the lineup for Days of the Dead Las Vegas, all the cast from Hellraiser. Yeah, no, the Days of the Dead Las Vegas looks to be great. So, ooh, Cinnabites, man. Are we talking like Cinnabon, like that they have in the truck stop when you go into Vegas and you stop in the little truck stop out there in Barstow and you get Cinnabon in the little bites? Is that what you're talking about? That sounds delicious. That really sounds. I could go for a Cinnabon right now. Oh man. How many years have you known Brendan? 9 years. Let's see. We're almost the end of 2022. 8 or 9 years, something like that. BTK Killer. Oh, BTK Killer. BTK. And so that's what Justin was saying. BTK Killer. What? I'm missing. Oh, yeah. Dennis Rader. Yeah. Okay. And so yeah, sorry. The as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, oh, okay. I know who we're talking about. But yeah, like the BTK, it was like kind of flew over my head there for a minute. It's Halloween time. Yes, it is. That's why. Oh, look, jack-o'-lantern's dying here. These batteries don't last long. But here we go. We'll fire up his buddy. We'll fire up John. That was Jack-o'-lantern. This is John-o'-lantern down here. We're firing up right now. But that's why we got that going on. We got the spooky, creepy lights going in the background. We got some red rum going on right there. But yeah, it's definitely Halloween time. Love Halloween time. Love watching horror movies and love just the whole the atmosphere, the environment, like getting dark a little bit earlier, people decorating and stuff like that. Absolutely love it. Let's see. Apparently Dahmer did not get death penalty. Instead, he was beaten to death. Yes. So I don't know what, I don't remember exactly what he was sentenced to, but Dahmer was, beaten to death in prison. Yeah. Our governor is sick. Yeah. Hey, he's, and this is it. And we're not going to go political, but, we understand in politics in general, politicians have to cater to their supporters. And so he is doing that. Now, is that really the way he would feel or his decision, or is that what he's catering to? I don't know. But I would like to see Westerfield dead. The subway guy. Yep. Subway guy. Sick SOB. Robert De Niro needs an education. Yeah. Hey, great actor, been in so many good movies, from way back, maybe even the late 60s, but through the 70s, 80s, like so many great movies, up to as recent, maybe even more recent than The Irishman. But yeah, man, great actor. I don't always agree with everything he says, in real life and stuff. Rest in peace, Casey Anthony, right? No, Casey Anthony. Is that, wait a minute, Casey Anthony, she's the one that killed, isn't Casey Anthony the one that killed her kid? Casey Anthony was living in South Florida when Patrick McKenna and detective who were lead death of her daughter. Yeah, no, Casey Anthony, I don't think she's dead, right? It was her daughter. She basically killed her daughter, but then she got off, right, on Casey Anthony, right? So are you thinking of the daughter? Or did Casey Anthony die or get killed? I don't know. Darby O'Gill and the Little People is a Disney movie with a young Sean Connery. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that before. Okay. Why does Dr. Pepper come in a bottle? Because his wife died. Oh, this guy right over here. Man, that's a funny one. That is a very funny one. Way up, dude. Walking that line, but you're still good. You're still good. I love it. That is great. The thread and the needle right there. Oh man, that's hysterical though. Thoughts on Evil Dead movies and Ash show? Evil Dead is great. Love the movies. The Ash versus Evil Dead. I have not seen all of the Ash versus Evil Dead show, but what I have seen of it, I enjoyed. Army of Darkness, great. Love that franchise. Absolutely love that franchise. And I'm very much so the Evil Dead remake. I'm not mad. I don't hate. A lot of people hated the Evil Dead remake. I don't hate it. And I'm very much looking forward to Evil Dead Rise coming out next year. Very much looking forward to that. Fluffy has his back. So Fluff, did you catch on to this? Fluff, did you catch on the is it Tuatha God? Is Justin? Ha! How crazy is that? And the Tuatha God, I knew that from somewhere else. Like I remember that. I remember Justin mentioning that somewhere before, seeing that somewhere before, or whatever. But maybe. Well, I'm not even going to say. I just remembered why I recognize the Tuatha God. I just remembered why, but I'm not even going to say it. But I think you probably know why I recognize that. But I recognize that from somewhere. So was thinking of the wife of the cop. Elite Tim 777. What is that? Is that is that Shogun? Did you change your name, Shogun? Is that you? What does the wrench mean? The wrench. What does a wrench mean? I don't know. Where is that? Where are you seeing the wrench? Is it the little thing like next to some people, like their membership thing? Is that Is that what you're talking about? Are you a plumber? I'm not a plumber. Plumber, wrench me. Are you a plumber? What's going on, Justin? I'm so confused. Oh, I got the crack for it. Ooh. Oh, look, we got some ghosts. We got some jack-o'-lanterns here. Happy Halloween. Yes, definitely. Is Halloween your favorite holiday? Because it's my favorite holiday. So I'm torn. I absolutely love Halloween and Halloween time. But I do love the Christmas season as well. And that is, it's so opposite of Halloween, but spending Christmas time with the family, with the kids and stuff over the years, doing things like going to New York and going ice skating in Central Park, going to Macy's in New York City, doing the different Christmas things. So much fun walking around on a cold day in like Boston or New York City with like a cup of hot cocoa. It's hard to beat. So I'm torn on favorites, but I definitely don't love any holiday more than Halloween, but maybe Halloween, Christmas would be tied. But I love St. Patty's Day is always good. Have like some shepherd's pie and, some green beer, something like that. But then, like 4th of July is always great, hanging out at the beach, having some beers, watching fireworks. So a lot of great holidays, a lot of great holidays as far as celebrating, partying and stuff like that. I do, definitely, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, things like that are very special to me because of having so many family members that have served in the military. So those days do mean a lot to me, but we look at those days differently than we do, like Halloween, Christmas, that type of stuff. Casey Anthony got away from killing her daughter was the most evil thing a mother could ever do. Kill their own child. Unforgiven. 100%. I'm with you. It is Shogun Death. What the hell's going on, Shogun Death? What are you doing up at 4:00 in the morning? Well, I mean, are you on the East Coast right now? For all I know, Shogun, you might be like commanding a destroyer across the Atlantic right now. Cracking the whips, getting all your sailors in line and everything. You might be doing that. I don't know. But man, Shogun, congrats on the new baby. Beautiful little kid you got there. Very happy for you and your wife. And man, your boy's getting so big. It's crazy. It sucks that, he has to spend so much time away from you and everything. But, man, you're starting a beautiful little family there with your wife now. Very happy for you guys. Fluffy has a wrench. Oh, Fluffy has a wrench. How did Fluffy get a wrench? I don't know. Wrench means we are a moderator. Oh, yeah, no. Okay. Oh, well, yeah. Maybe I don't know how to make you a moderator right now while I'm online, but yeah, no. So he can, if people step out of line, Fluffy can beat him over the head with that wrench and put him in timeout. Yeah, Fluffy Gamer, the round one in the house. Man, it's been forever since catching up with Tim. Man, Elite Tim. So what happened? Did you change your name, or you still got the Shogun Death channel out there as well? What's up with that, Tim? Halloween is great to watch my horror movies on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K. I am with you. I love, and that's what last October I watched 50 movies in October. I watched last Halloween. I'm not going to get to that many this year, but I'm definitely going to be watching some. And hey, started off yesterday watching Death Count. It's a great one. It's a great one if you haven't seen it. What's a holiday you can't stand? For me, it's Valentine's Day, shitty day. Holiday I can't stand. Valentine's Day doesn't bug me. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I forgot watching on Laserdisc. What's do you know? And this is something that most women do not acknowledge. But do you know what the counterpart? If you hate Valentine's Day so much, do you know what the opposite of Valentine's Day is? Right? Have you heard of the men's version of Valentine's Day called Steak and Knobber Day? Or some people just call it Steak and Blowjob Day, but it's the day where men are supposed to get a steak and a knobber. And I think that happens like in March. But most women don't recognize or accept that as a valid holiday. But if you can get the steak and knobber, then you get the Valentine's Day. You're good. more on Twitch now than change your name on YouTube. Okay, cool. So Twitch, they're doing a lot of gaming live streams. I'm gonna have to, dude. I set up a Twitch, and sometimes I try to put the videos here on Twitch, but I just never know how to do it. I go to look, and then the videos aren't there, so I don't know how to do it. And then I try to find videos on Twitch, and I just can't figure. I got to figure it out one of these days. Who's your best celebrity impression? I'm K-Dog. I'm not very good with impressions because it seems like almost every impression I do always winds up going back to a Boston, either like a combination of Boston and or maybe even kind of narrowing into Chicago, having a hot dog over here. These guys, they want them hot dogs, but I don't know. As far as celebrity impressions, I don't really have any celebrity impressions that I can do. But like the Fluffy Gamer was saying, the Christopher Walken is probably everybody can do a Christopher Walken though. If you think about it, you just need more cowbell is all. You just need more cowbell. But no, I'm not good with impressions. AMC Fear Fest has been lackluster. They don't have cool Fear Fest commercials. The cool AMC narrator is gone. Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to get my maybe Shudder account going again. Start watching more movies there because I canceled my Shudder account like I don't know 7 or 8 months ago. So maybe as we get into the Halloween season here, I might need to dive deep. Although I got a long list of movies I still need to watch horror. Yeah, Tim knows what's up. Tim knows what's up with Steak and BJ Day. Got to tweak the Twitch. All right, and I got to scratch my itch. Love watching Halloween 3, Boondock Saints. Oh, Boondock Saints is a good one. First one good, second one not so much. I did not care for the sequel to Boondock Saints. And Leprechaun movies on St. Patrick's Day, definitely one of your favorite holidays. Yeah, that's cool. Very nice. Yeah, Boondock Saints, Leprechaun movies, good choices. And you're on shore duty now. I am up because I just got done streaming on Twitch. Got work at 8, but it's only for an hour. Well, hey, if that's it. If you just got to go in for an hour, you're good to go. Just go in, drink a lot of coffee before you go in, and then go home and sleep it off. That's what you got to do. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that, but it's all right. It's all right. But yeah, I'm not very good with impressions. What is your favorite Child's Play movie? Would have to be the original, the first. And I'm not even gonna lie. I know we had like Child's Play movies come out, 4K stuff like that. Not my favorite franchise. I don't have a problem with it. I don't dislike it, but not my absolute favorite franchise. But probably the original, the OG. And that's for a lot of franchises. Those are going to be my favorites, just the original ones. Boondock Saints director's cut, not so good. I don't think I've watched the director's cut. I remember watching the original Boondock Saints, and I enjoyed it. And then when part 2 came out, I was like, oh yeah, cool. And then I watched it, and I was like, ooh, not so cool. Yeah, no, but if we're watching, if we're talking like good like Irish movies or something along the lines of like Boondock Saints and stuff, man, for me, if I need to go down that route, I'm gonna go to like maybe like The Town and watch something like The Town. Man, what a great movie right there. Or The Departed, stuff like that, like Boston kind of movies. Love that stuff. OG Child's Play was fire, right? No, you're 100% right. Child's Play 3 is your favorite. Okay, very cool. Nice. I don't know if I mentioned this, but Fluffy likes turtles. Okay, well, good to know. Your favorite Child's Play is Bride. Okay, Bride of Chucky, huh? Yeah, and I don't know if that's What Movie One's favorite or not, but I think that's the one. What Movie One wants the big Chucky doll with the whole like the cut on the face and all that stuff. What is a horror movie that made you cringe? Ooh, you know what? And not many do. Not many horror movies make me cringe, but the last horror movie I saw that really kind of like got to me, not like emotionally or anything, but any movie that really hit me, it impacted me. The last one would have been probably Conjuring 2. would be like the last one like that. But a horror movie that made me cringe. Man, that's tough, because horror movies don't really usually, I mean, like, movies don't get to me like that. Mustard makes me cringe, that's for sure. Mustard definitely makes me cringe. And let's see. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, no, Fluffy. Oh, there's some turtles for you, Fluff. Balls are hooking it up with some turtles. That's cool. Very nice of Balls are very thoughtful, considerate to present you with some turtles this morning, I should say now. Paranormal Activity next kin was cringy movie seen this year. Yeah, that's Paranormal Activity. There's some good Paranormal Activity movies. I'm trying to think. Oh no, I Spit on Your Grave, dude. Tim, no, good call on that. I Spit on Your Grave, dude. No, because her being alone out there and stuff, very, very tough. Yeah, that is a good call. That is a good call. I Spit on Your Grave. Last Saw movie, Spiral, made me cringe in the theater with OGP. Yeah, no, Saw movies. I maybe if there's a movie that's going to make you cringe, maybe it would be one of the Saw movies with them, having to like dismember themselves and stuff. As far as actually cringing. But I mean, if I'm like truly cringe, dude, when in Human Centipede, when like they started getting clogged up and infected and that type of stuff, and the thought of your face being attached to somebody else's butthole. But I'll tell you, you know what? There's one horror movie I cannot and will not ever watch again. There's only one that I can think of off the top of my head. I cannot and will not ever watch again. And anybody guess? Anybody? I've said it before on this channel. Can anybody guess what is the one? Yeah. Fluffy always, every time, never go to a movie with Fluff. Never watch a movie with this dickhead, because every movie he has to make it a challenge to guess who the killer is, and he'll tell you like in the first 5 minutes who he thinks the killer is, and then like and then he has to rub it in your face every time he's right at the end of the movie. So never watch movies with Fluff. When Harry Met Sally, oh man, the moaning scene when they're when they're in there and she's in the restaurant and she's doing having her orgasm, that was it for me right there. That's the movie I cannot ever watch again. But no, the one movie I cannot ever get through again. And I had nightmares about this type of thing for a long time after I had to go in for that last MRI that I got. And that is the movie Buried. I apparently am extremely claustrophobic when I cannot move my arms. If I can move my arms, like in an elevator or something, I'm fine. But if I cannot move my arms, shit's hitting the fan. I am freaking out. So the movie Buried there with Ryan Reynolds. Oh my God. I will not ever watch that again. That movie messed me up. And man, I'm telling you, when I was in that last MRI, and I think it was an actually smaller MRI because it was kind of like one of the portable MRI. It was like a trailer that they took around to different places. And I think because it was like a portable one, it was like smaller. And man, I was laying there and the top of it was like hitting my belly. I mean, it was like half an inch off of my nose, and it was freaking me the hell out being in there for over 20 minutes. So I do not like movies like Buried. Will not ever watch Buried again. That is, if there's one movie that really gives me heebie-jeebies, that's it right there. Did you know Killer Clowns from Outer Space is getting a video game? Yes, and a sequel. Getting a video game and a sequel. So looking forward to both of those. Trailer Park MRI. Decent. Yes. No, and it was Kaiser. It wasn't like it was like some Joe Schmo's MRI emporium. It was Kaiser. but it was during the height of the pandemic. And so they were trying to keep people out of the hospitals and stuff. And so they had this trailer outside for MRIs, and I had to go in there. And I just, man, it freaked me out. You have arachnophobia, can't stand spiders. Robert, hey, you know what? I don't like spiders either. And I am not the guy that's like, oh, we got to take the spider and put it outside. I am the guy to take the shoe off and destroy the living crap out of that spider and make him forget that he even ever existed. I'm with you on spiders, although I'll take a spider any day of the week over being buried alive. The worst ever. The worst ever. Do you miss Anchor Bay releasing great horror on many DVDs? You know, to me, a good movie is a good movie. I am okay. It doesn't matter what company's putting it out. You know, as long as it's good. But man, Anchor Bay, man, back in the 90s, some of the older Anchor Bay movies, you had some gold. But the problem was, you know, over the last 10, 15 years, the you know, whenever, you know, early 2000s, Anchor Bay movies went like, and so yeah. Joe Shipley, I'm not saying that, but I'll take your word for it. I'm not falling for that. Ryan Reynolds never made it out alive. He did not. He did not. That movie sucked. It sucked. Yeah, no. When the sand started coming in, Dr. Leahy will be administering your MRI. Hey, man, if Dr. Leahy is gonna hook me up with the little drinky poo so I can chill out for the MRI, I'll probably be a lot better off. OGP killed a spider next to your head behind the wall. He's scared to poop. Yeah, no, I've been known to wreck some spiders' lives. I have been known to do that. Yep. But check it out, man. We've been live for over 2 hours now, and I was just going to go live. I was like, I'm going to go live for a little bit. We're going to test out the new flickering lights, and I got my on-air thing. Did you see that? You see that, Justin? Look, I'm official. It's like a studio now because I'm on air right here. Joe Shipley, love you too. Thanks for being here. But yeah, you gotta be careful because when the red light's on, the studio, shh, quiet time. So I got the new fancy lights and stuff going on. I was like, well, I'm gonna test these out. I'm gonna go live. I haven't done one of these impromptu lives in a while, so I was like, let's go live. Let's go see what's going on. Please don't go. Don't go. How you like the singing skills? Almost as good as the impression skills. But no, it is going to be time to wrap it up, because if for no other reason at all, I got to edit a video. I got a video that's supposed to be up in 8 hours and 43 minutes, and I have not started editing it yet. So I gotta do that. I gotta get that edited. So Fluff's going to bed. I am not. I am be editing here. Which is better, Psycho or Psycho 2? Again, I got to go with the original old school Psycho, and the American Psycho. Not a huge fan of, but the original Psycho is definitely the one for me there. Les Nessman on air, WKRP in Cincinnati. Man, wasn't that a great show? Man, WKRP, man, such a great show. I absolutely loved WKRP. I would say good night, but it's 4 a.m, right? Yeah, good morning. Yeah. Oh, look at that, Fluff. Careful. Watch out, Fluff. Watch out. Don't tell nobody that you're in the Motel 6 in Redding, California, or else Joe's going to come do you in the pooper. You're tired after 600 miles. You wuss, weakling. 600 miles is nothing, little boy. I don't want to hear. Look at Tony Soprano. Can't fall asleep. Hold on a minute. Tony Soprano's in the house. Hey, Tony, I got a question for you. I got a question for you, Tony.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Oh, wait, what?
On you. You blow your father with that mouth?
Oh,
language on you.
The language on you.
Blow your father with that mouth?
Man. Yep. Oh, we're still playing over here. What's going on? But you look at that. Yeah, Tony Soprano can't fall asleep. I don't blame you. Juno, hey, you have a good night too. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. Those belong to Bert. I missed some. I gotta go back here. Yeah, but no, 600 miles. When I went to Texas, I drove 800 miles in one day, but that's not even the furthest. Darcy and I drove to Nebraska once from Mesquite, Nevada to Nebraska. It was over 1,000 miles we drove in one day. So once you hit 1,000 miles in a day, then you could talk about being tired, Fluff. So let's see here. Long had night. All right. Fluffy trying to get me in trouble over here, saying booby words. Rob Zombie, The Monsters was very hard to watch. Mr. Family Guy, 100% with you. I did not care for that at all. It was so bad, as I kind of expected. Sherry trying to be a young Lily Munster when she looked really old, not cool. It didn't work out very good at all. Lonnie. You're saying Lonnie had the nice set, the nice 24-piece set. So I get you now, Fluff. The autocorrect killed you there. And yes, Justin caught on. Those belong to Bert. Yeah. Burt Reynolds, Lonnie Anderson. Thank you very much. Forget about it. What are you going to do? Yeah. I mean, sometimes, you got to just say, Tony, I can't fall asleep, Tony.
What are you gonna do?
What are you going to do? I don't know. What are you going to do? That's what happens. Sometimes you can't fall asleep. What are you going to do? He would 500 miles and he would walk 5. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man that is bald-headed and kind of looks like the guy from The Hills Have Eyes. I don't know his name. All I know is that group. And those guys, the lead singer of that group, kind of looks like what's his name? Michael Berryman? With the goofy bald head there. Fluffy says, good night now. Yep. But I'd walk 500 miles. That's a great tune. Very, very classic Australian hit there. Maybe one hit wonder. I think they might have been one hit wonders. Never hit 1,000 miles. You win. Good day, sir. Yeah, no, I figured as much. 1,000 miles. That's a long day. I don't recommend it. I don't even recommend 800. But when you got a long way to go and a short time to get there, you got to do what you got to do. They're thirsty back in Atlanta, but the beer is in Texarkana. You got a long way to go and a short time to get there. You got to do what you got to do. Walking 500 miles sounds like a Vegas casino. Oh yeah, no, it is. But anyways, with that, we're at 2 hours, 22 minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and wind down this video here because I do have to edit a video to put up for you all that is going to go up here in just over 8.5 hours from now. But anyways, everybody, thank you very much for being here, hanging out tonight. I had a blast. Absolutely love every single one of you. It's been so much fun hanging out. Monday night at 5 o'clock on the West Coast, 8 on the East Coast. We'll be back here live doing it up. That'll be the night before I take off for Boston. Gonna go hang out with your cousin from Boston. We're gonna go do that, and it's gonna be a lot of fun being in Boston for a week. But Monday night we will still be live right here, same bat time, same bat channel as always. So be here for that. But also, 8 hours or so from now, look for another video that I think we've decided that it's going to be the Spirit Halloween video. I think is the way the vote went on that by 1. And but don't worry, like Balzer, I know you voted for the Dollar Tree. You will have an early release of that as a member. So thank you very much for everybody being here. Good night. Good night, Madame Tukagad. I shall see you soon. Good day, sir. Hopefully we're gonna go up to Nevada and hang out with Matt real soon, like in October sometime. But we'll talk about that. But anyways, everybody, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. One more time, if you haven't, hit the thumbs up button for me. I would appreciate that. It would mean a lot to me if you would do that. And all that jazz, doing the robot on the way out the door here. I'll see you guys all later. Oh, look, Daniel jumping in right as we're logging off. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Man, 4:30 in the morning where you are, Daniel. Mighty early, eh? But Daniel, hope you're doing well. And take care, everybody. Balzer got more turtles coming at you, Fluff. Everybody have a good rest of your day here. Be safe and all that jazz. Jazz hands. I'll see you. I'm trying to think of something else nice and cool to say as I go out, but I really can't. I really can't think of nothing. Good night. Good morning, OGP peeps. Yes. You have to work. Uh-oh. That sucks. All right, everybody. It's been fun. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one. See you next time.